Let me show you a mistake that students make with factoring, and that is they don't know the difference between sum and difference. You might, Ms. McLogan, sum is add, difference is subtract. Yes, I know. But in terms of factoring, a lot of students don't think about factoring that way. If I had the expression x squared minus 5x minus 6, let's change it to plus 6. The important thing that I want you to understand is when your last term is going to be positive, that means sum. And what do I mean by sum? Well, what we're going to do is we want to look at the factors of 6. We're looking for the sum of them that are going to add to give us a negative 5. So for the factors of 6, we have a 6 and 1 and a 3 and 2. Now again, I don't want you to focus on the negatives for a second. But which of these two numbers add to give us a 5? Forget about the negative. Which of these two add, because we're looking for sum, because the last number is positive. Which of these two factors add to give us a negative 5? You guessed it, it's a 3 and a 2. But yes, you are correct. Since that's a negative, I need to make both of these to be negative. Now again, that works because the last two terms, negative 3 times negative 2, is going to give me a positive 6. So therefore, the factored form is x minus 3 times an x minus 2. Now, what about x squared minus 5x minus 6? Well, that is a difference. So what that means is instead of looking at your factors and looking for the sum, now we're going to be looking for the difference. And again, forget about the negatives. Which of these two factors have a difference of 5? We'll talk about the negative in a second. So you see, 3 and 1, that doesn't work. Those have a difference of 1. 6 and 1, though, that has a difference of 5. So we got it. However, you're right. We need to make this negative. So should it be negative 6 and 1 or 6 and negative 1? Yes, the answer should be negative 6 and positive 1. So the factored form of this problem is going to be x minus 6 times a x plus 1.